Sherrie Austin grew up in Australia with music in her life from an early age. Her music, however, is taking a temporary backseat to a more pressing concern: her new initiative for suicide prevention. After losing her uncle and then fellow musician Mindy McCready, Sherrie felt the time was right to organize this campaign. Lynn headed over to Sherrie's home in Nashville to talk about the new project.
I'm here with Sherrie Austin, and I was so thrilled to get to catch up with you today.
Oh, it's been a while. It's been about a year and a half since we were out here on the deck interviewing me for Circus Girl coming out.
Absolutely. And now it's out, and second song, Trying to Be Me.
Yes.
Wonderful. And there's so many things that you have intertwined with that. Talk a little bit about your suicide, your passion for people and prevention. I read something, you mentioned a dear friend of yours, Mindy McCready.
Yeah, well, what had happened is, you know, we had done this video for Trying to Be Me, and we'd actually had a fan, whose name I won't mention, send me a letter, and she had been contemplating suicide and had been very depressed and was just reaching out. And of course, getting a letter like that in the mail was just like, oh my God. But it started sparking a few ideas in my head, and then of course Mindy McCready, who I knew very well as an acquaintance, more than a good friend, because we kind of came up the ranks together. We put albums out the same year, we did a lot of press together, a lot of radio tours and stuff. And that happened, and then a few years earlier, my uncle Pat, my favorite uncle, had also committed suicide, and people just kept coming up and telling me these stories. Soldiers' wives would come up to me and say, you know, there's a really high rate of suicide happening right now from men returning from the war. And then just recently, a friend of mine, a childhood friend in Australia's son, just committed suicide from bullying. And it just started just kind of coming out of the woodwork, and I'm like, gosh, is it just I'm more aware of this, or is there an increase? But there actually has been an increase over the last few years of suicide. And so I just wanted to do something in my own small way through music, which is is my gift, my talent. I'm pretty useless at anything else.
Oh, well, you're great at this.
Can't cook, can't sew. So this song, I looked through the lyrics of Trying to Be Me, and I'm like, that's really the problem right there, is that people don't feel comfortable being themselves. There's a lot of shame when people suffer. We tend to feel like we can't share that with others, and I think that's when you get lost in this dark prison you create for yourself, and you feel lost enough that you make that choice. I mean, how lost do you have to be to think that that is the only way out? Right. I had been asked to do a benefit by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and that's when I said to my peeps, hey, we need to do something for this on the side as well. Let's do something with this video, put it toward a good cause, and bring some awareness to this.
Good for you.
So that's kind of how it was born.
That's amazing. So the video is out, and talk about some of the things that you're doing to get this message out there. I know that there's giveaways. You're also calling people.
Well, we're going to do some stage at shows because they're one of my favorite things to do. And for people who don't know what that is, it's basically an internet show where people can buy a ticket, and I'm basically sitting in front of my computer playing a song and doing a stage in my living room, or maybe out here on the deck if the weather's good. So we're doing stuff like that. We're giving away like video thank yous. We've got posters. You can basically go to SherrieAustinMusic.com, that's my website, and also eBay, and purchase, or just give a donation, because 100% of this is going to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
I don't know why it took so long to learn to love me for who I am. I tried to be everybody else, but the hardest thing in the world is trying to be me.
Since I've started talking about this stuff and brought these songs out, that I'm just becoming more aware of it, and people are coming up to me more about that. And so if the song can help in some way, either Hey Bully or Trying to Be Me, or even A Streets of Heaven, that's pretty much the goal, is to bring awareness, but also to help heal, and music is still the best way to do that, and at least that's how I know how to do it. That's what I was put here to do.
I don't know why it took so long to learn to love me for who I am.
Make sure to check out SherrieAustinMusic.com for more information on this campaign for suicide prevention. We've still got lots more to come, so make sure to come on back for more Inside Music Row right after this quick little break.